Nice rip. What's fresh, Snickerdoodle? Hey, cheeky birds. Yes! Holy rigatoni, I can hold my own.
Patch 1.2 and Olympia have officially been released, and while fan reception has been massively positive on the patch overall, there's been one point of contention that a lot of people are split on: the pricing of stage skins, such as the brand new Crystal Oasis. As of writing this script, there are 3 ways to obtain Crystal Oasis. You can spend 200,000 Aether coins in the Featured tab, you can spend 2,000 Aether bucks in the Bucks tab, or you can buy the bundle in the Featured tab for $10 real, which also gives you 3 icons, and an extra 100 Aether bucks if you use creator code BIRDGUY. The apprehension people are feeling toward the pricing model of stage skins is not unreasonable. I definitely agree that paying $20 for a stage skin is approaching AAA levels of monetization, and I don't want to just sit here and say, well, at least it's not as bad as Fortnite, because the goal shouldn't be to just never be quite as bad as AAA. Perception is reality, so we need to shift our perspective and understand why things are the way they are, but also hopefully find the words to explain to the dev team why the perception is mixed in the first place. First of all, let's talk about what we do get when we purchase Crystal Oasis. It is no understatement to say that this is by far the best looking stage in the game by a huge margin, and the 2 songs it can choose between are some of the better songs in the game. Crystal Oasis and Olympia are fantastically well made and approach AAA quality, which is outstanding coming from a small indie dev studio. Rivals 2 was developed on a shoestring budget, but this is what future Rivals 2 content will continue to look like on an established studio's budget. Even if you're not buying skins with real money, plenty of people who are glad you're here to play with them are, and that means you can continue getting cool new content for free. Aether Studios' 9-year track record demonstrates that they always reinvest profit back into their games, and it shows. I know that Rivals 1 skin stages were more or less free, and I don't mean to downplay how good they look and how much work goes into them, but please keep in mind how much more work goes into modeling a detailed 3D environment compared to drawing a 512 by 960 pixel resolution background. If you're worried about not being able to keep getting cool things without paying, remember that you did get Olympia for free. Remember that they're going to continue releasing new stage layouts that will have new art and music, and they're already setting the precedent that you will be able to obtain these stage skins with coins. And between you and a friend, only one of you needs to own the stage to play on it. There are so few things in this game that you can't get just from playing it, unless you truly plan on collecting everything, which would be much more expensive to attempt in any other live service game. I don't know what their future plans are for stage purchase options, but I can tell you why it is the way it is. The team does want you to buy the stage skin for $10, not $20, but they do want the equivalent of 200,000 Aether coins worth of playtime to get it for free. This means to stay consistent, the standalone bucks price has to be 2,000 Aether bucks to match. We have to be honest with ourselves. If 200,000 Aether coins was worth exactly 2,000 Aether bucks, then why are we all trying to turn coins back into bucks whenever we can? It's hard to give an actual relative value to the 2 currencies when one can be used to buy almost anything you want at any time, but we can at least tell in this moment that the dev team equates the $10 purchase to around 40 hours of playtime, assuming we earn 5,000 coins an hour with minimal downtime, which I was managing during one of my Free-for-All Friday streams for instance. I don't want to claim that 40 hours is a small investment of time, it's really not. But for an optional cosmetic in a live service style game in a genre that typically doesn't just give you ways to unlock DLC type content for free, it seems pretty fair. As long as all 3 purchase options remain available, then this is an incredibly fair shake. A stage at this quality definitely required more effort than the skins we already paid $10 for, and it's definitely a good way to keep people queuing, as no matter who you play, it's definitely the cosmetic to have in my opinion. While my channel is made to be the collector's companion, there are plenty of people who stockpile their coins and only purchase the cosmetics they want, as I've come to notice tuning into other highly dedicated players' streams. 200,000 coins probably isn't such a bad deal for them. Then there are folks like me who buy every single bundle that releases because after unsubbing from Final Fantasy XIV, they suddenly have a lot more spending money, and all of those extra bucks and coins you get from the bundles start really piling up. For someone with thousands of Aether bucks just sitting around, a 2,000 Aether bucks purchase is something they can finally dump them on. Thankfully, whether you bought it with coins or bucks, you can always buy the $10 bundle to have your purchase refunded as bucks. meaning there is no wrong way to buy the Crystal Oasis. Now, this one part that has people worried, I can completely understand. Two of the purchase options, the bundle and the coin option, are available in the Featured tab, and we've learned that the Featured tab can rotate either every 2 or 4 weeks, which can put a sometimes unknown time limit on earning the coins you need for the items that appear there. We don't know if the 200,000 coins option will be there for only 2 weeks or only 4 weeks, but what we do know is that Crystal Oasis is not marked to rotate into coin shops. If the option to buy the stage skin for coins is ever removed, the only other option to get the stage skin would be to grind out free bucks, which is definitely doable, with 1,500 bucks being available through in-game events and 3,000 bucks being available through leveling characters, but earning bucks this way is technically time-gated, and becomes daunting after you complete the event track. And it's no fun having to ration those free bucks between so many cosmetic options, especially when one option is so much more expensive than the rest and sets a precedent for the rest of the stage skins to follow. The way I see it, the best way to handle stage skin coin purchase options would be to either dedicate a coin shop slot to them by expanding the coin shop, replacing a pallet slot, or having it share the slot with death effects and respawn platforms. As more and more cosmetic types are added to the game over time, the 10 slots are going to feel very restrictive, especially with nearly half of it being dedicated to icons, which becomes necessary when there are so many icons available in the game. So my vote goes to eventually expanding the coin shop. At the very least, we haven't had a case of a bundle leaving the Featured tab yet, so for now we can hope that that purchase option is safe. But since we don't have precedents for stage skin bundles yet, we can't just make assumptions until we know for sure. The best way to get your voice heard by the devs is to post on the note board. I've already made a thread requesting that they make the coin purchase option permanent, and that they give a specific stance on the stage skin monetization model. While we're at it, I also made a note request to let Olympia cancel her down special with the C-stick, like, did you know she can do that, but she won't do it in the direction you pressed? It's whack, bro. Anyways, those note links are in the description below. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I didn't think I'd be making this video today, hence the extreme use of B-roll, but I wanted to be a sort of voice of reason for people who weren't quite sure what to think about the situation. If you're still disappointed in the direction they've taken, I hope that this video at least gave you an opportunity to expand the nuance of your opinion, and hopefully from now on the devs can make it more clear what upcoming features they plan to monetize as they hype them up. What do you think of stage skins and pricing? How do you feel about Olympia so far? We can talk about it during tomorrow's Free For All Friday stream, or I can get back to you in the comment section below. But until then, I'll scrawl you later.